Lena Dunham kinda has a penchant for putting her foot in her mouth and having to apologize the next day. No example is more apparent than when she was on her podcast and said she's never had an abortion, but she wishes she had. Once the story broke and she received a tsunami of backlash, she offered a disappointing apology and claimed her statement was a joke. Only thing is, nobody was laughing when she said it. Not long before that, she had to offer an apology to Odell Beckham Jr. for writing that when they were seated together at the Met Gala, he looked at her and determined she was not the shape of a woman by his standards. She later admitted she made narcissistic assumptions and presented them as facts and felt terrible about her criticism. Before that, she wrote a few passages in her book, Not That Kind of Girl, which had readers accusing her of molesting her little sister. And she even admitted in the memoir that she was acting like a sexual predator. First, she shrugged off the criticism, then offered an appropriate apology and said she was sorry for comically writing about childhood sexual abuse and said it was never her intention. Of course, she had to apologize for something else in her book. In one chapter, she wrote about being raped by a mustached Republican named Barry while at Oberlin College. Media outlets tracked down a man who fit the description, and he had to prove that he never even met her. Dunham apologized for not explaining that Barry was a pseudonym and admits that her memory of the night in question is hazy, having been drunk and high on cocaine and Xanax. A few other times she put her foot in her mouth, writing an essay entitled Dog or Jewish Boyfriend, a quiz that asked readers to choose whether statements referred to her pooch or her boyfriend, saying she's not super thin, but thin for a place like Detroit. Writing a tweet that in 2005 she dreamt she was a prostitute and that she molested a little African-American rodent. And then there was that time she tried to start a movement that had followers ripping down Jason Bourne posters because they had a gun on it. Ultimately, people love Lena Dunham and people don't. And we're pretty sure she's going to go on and continue winning fans and alienate them all the same. But you gotta admit, she sure gets in trouble. Splash News TV. We keep up with a lot more than just the Kardashians. Subscribe and like us. You know you want to.